everybody. Today we are going to talk about advertising. What is advertising? You guys learned before, right? Then I will skip it lah. There's always a set of ethical guidelines in advertising, including Malaysia and America. So, can anybody tell me what's the independent body for both countries? Then I pick randomly lah. Faye? Tell me what's the independent body for both countries? So, for the independent body for Malaysia and America is ASA and FTC. ASA stands for Advertising Standard Advisory and FTC stands for Federal Trade Commission. As our miss said just now, there's also always a set of guidelines to follow, which ASA will be followed by the Malaysian Code of Advertising and FTC will be following by the Division of Advertising Practices. If anyone fails to follow or violate, Malaysia will then be fined for not more than 50,000 and America will then be fined for not more than 5,000 USD or jail not more than 6 months or by both. Can anybody tell me the similarities between ASA and FTC and also the differences of them? Penny?
So for the first aspect is the use of the word free and free product. So in Malaysia and America, if the product is advertised as free, so cannot cost the consumer. Okay, any payment also cannot cost, and you can also cannot suddenly receive the money lah. Okay, and other than that, if the product is advertised as free, it must same with the quantity, quality, and also services, so cannot 掏工 W. The differences between them is when in Malaysia, a trial may be described as free, although the consumer is expected to pay for returning good, but in America, there's no purchase is required. Testimonial and endorsement. In Malaysia and America, it must related to the personal experience and must reflect the honest opinion and experience of the endorser. It cannot contain any statement that will mislead the consumer. The differences between them is in Malaysia,
Let's pay attention now.
testimonials for person resident outside Malaysia are not acceptable, but in America, siapa-siapa pun boleh.
You did a good job, Penny, but there's only two. There's one more. Karen, you tell me another one. Yeah, talk so much. Tell me another one.
The third aspect is new order.
Be more confident. Don't Very kanchong you. Okay.
The similarity between ASA and FTC is the seller want to advertise their product online, they need to state very clearly the information about the shipment period. And seller need to progress the shipment immediately. If the seller did not ship on time, the customer can get refund from them. And the difference between them is in Malaysia, the shipment deadline is 28 days and in America is 30 days. And if the seller did not ship within 28 days, the seller need to contact the customer. If the customer willing to wait, then the seller need to send the product to them within 40 days. For FTC in America, if the seller did not ship within 30 days, for the first time, the seller can be excused if the customer no complaint. For second time, seller must contact the customer and the customer can get the refund, fully refund from the seller.
Good try, Karen. Shana, please tell me the ethical concerns of the aspect.
So, the ethical concerns of advertising are about the same between Malaysia and America, according to their own individual bodies. Some of which include decency, truth in advertising, advertising to children, advertising of harmful products, safety, But there is one difference between Malaysia and America, and that is Malaysia is a multiracial country. We all know that. We have India, China, So because of that, Malaysian advertisers need to be careful with what they publish, and they need to see that it doesn't trigger anyone, it doesn't bring up any sensitive issues or controversial racial problems between the different races of the society and all that. However, America doesn't have such thing because they're not very diverse when it comes to racial or cultural differences. They can basically just do whatever they want.
So, advertising could be a very huge knowledge, especially for us who interested in mass comm, like you all. And I hope you guys learned something today lah. And I will end our class here, and see you guys tomorrow. Ciao!
What the did she just teach us? We literally just learned everything on ourselves, by ourselves.
I know right, I know right. 我们自己讲，我们可以上去做 lecture 了。
我们去申请做了。
OK。